Now, the next thing to do is to cut out the negativity. You want to cut it out. Eliminate sarcasm from your conversations. You don't always have to have the best comeback, or the best cut down, or the best burn. Believe me when I say sarcasm is so destructive, because over time, in that kind of relationship, our subconscious begins to only believe the negative cut, the words, the cut downs. It forgets that it was supposed to be a joke.
Yes.
And long-term, sarcasm is just a killer.
Very much so.
And the Bible backs that up. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up, according to their needs, that it may benefit those who are listening to you." And then we go to Proverbs, and the wise writer of Proverbs put it this way in 25:11, "A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver." That's a beautiful picture.
You can choose to speak life or death into your marriage. You can build up or you can tear down. Part of our vows or promises when we got married were that we would build each other up and not tear each other down. That is called edification. And we are instructed to edify one another, which means to build up.
That's right. Marriage researcher John Gottman has found that marriages generally will survive if the ratio of good to bad interactions is 5 positives for every 1 negative. And who has control over that? You do. You can say nice things to your spouse. You can do nice things for your spouse. You can change yourself into a better spouse for your spouse.
That's right.
And if you're a better spouse, you will likely have a better spouse who will partner with you.
Hey, just a reminder, if you've received any value so far, please like and subscribe. Now this is the bottom line. Proverbs 12:18 says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords,
Ouch.
but the tongue of the wise brings healing." In Proverbs 15 reads, "The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit." Are you beginning to see the theme here? Are you starting to get the idea yet? We need to be very careful about what we say and how we say it.
You know, Proverbs 15:13 says, "A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but a heartache crushes the spirit," and that also shows on your face. You want to know how well you're treating your spouse? Just look. It's written all over their face.
That's true. We've pulled a bunch of instructional information from the book of Proverbs, which is in the Old Testament. It is filled with so much information on how to live and how to live with others. If you really want to start reading into Proverbs, just take the day that it is today, such as if it's the 19th, and just start on Proverbs 19, and then you can read one book of Proverbs each day, and you'll have that whole chapter, and that corresponds with a little bit of daily wisdom.
Yes. So, we've come to the question, how to revive the love in your marriage. Well, as with so many other things we want to master, just go back to the basics. So write down all the things that you loved about your spouse when you first met them, and all the things you loved about them when you started dating. Write those things down that convinced you they were the person you wanted to marry. And I know some of you women out there, you started writing Mrs. Debbie Newhouse before the guy had barely asked you on the second date. So remember those things, and then smile more, hug more, show more appreciation, help your spouse more, catch them doing loving things and praise them, laugh more, hold hands more, snuggle on the couch more, be more agreeable, do more fun things together, and start paying more attention to one another.
Those are all good things.
They are. You know, it's an old saying, but the best things in life really are free.
Yes.
If you make an intentional effort to provide more positives, you'll get more positives in return.
We are Debster and Greg on marriage. We love y'all and want the best for your marriage and want you to know that there is hope to have a better marriage. Because when you do have a better marriage,
your kids will have a better life.
So here's some more videos to answer your questions.